Well, 2+ years ago, our next guest won a Gemini Award for her gritty portrayal of an alcoholic on a fictional reserve called Blackstone. It was a role that changed this Calgarian's life. Michelle Thrush now up for a Canadian Screen Award. This is the merger of the Geminis and the Genies for the same role on the 3rd season of Blackstone. Michelle joins us just before heading off to the awards this weekend. So happy for you. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you, Tara. It's always good to be here.
It really did. Before we talk about the award, this role really did change your life. You actually wrote a really inspiring article in the Calgary Herald. Talk about that. Talk about what happened in 2011.
Yeah, Blackstone, we shot the pilot in 2009. We thought it was just this low-budget little thing that we were going to throw together with, you know, 2 quarters and a bunch of really invested souls. But people watched it, they loved it, and ever since then we have just, every year we gain more audience. People out there who have not seen this show, it is not just about a fictitious First Nations community in Canada. It's really about human relationships between people, and that's the beauty of it. It's called Blackstone because it's about a reserve, but it's really not. It's about people. It's about human beings.
Now, you said that at that moment, though, when you actually heard your name.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that really did flip the switch for you in a way.
It did. It did. I never thought I'd be up for a Gemini a couple of years ago. Never thought I'd win, and it was life-changing. Things have just been going nonstop since then.
But you've maintained a real appreciation for the way life was before. You said that you're determined to give back. For everything that you have, you give back. Always.
I mean, that's a part, as I spoke about in a column I wrote, that's part of my culture. It's part of who I am as an Indigenous woman. Is we're always taught to be able to give back, and it's so important. You know, you got to keep that wheel of life moving.
And that's something that you instill in your children as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Being a mom of 2 daughters, we are continually trying to find ways to contribute to making things better, you know?
Do they appreciate that they have a mom who's now a TV star?
No, not at all.
No? Come on. You must watch the show together?
Well, they don't watch Blackstone, no.
It's too much.
It's a little bit too racy for them. But I mean, they do. Hanging out with Benicio del Toro last year. I mean, my daughter's complaining one day. She's like, "Oh my God, Mom, you know, my life is so boring." I'm like, "How many of your friends hang out with Benicio del Toro? Like, come on."
They'll know. They'll know later on. And now you have a very exciting weekend ahead. So, I know you were surprised to be nominated the first time for a Gemini. What about this particular nomination for the Canadian Screen Award?
My daughter. Again, it came out of left field. I got a call from our producer, and she said, "Guess what?" This was, you know, just before Christmas, and she's like, "Guess what? I got a present." Last year, I mean, my daughter's complaining one day. She's like, "Oh my God, Mom." Totally blew my mind again, and I'm up against some powerhouse women, so I'm just really honored to be part of the gang there. So.
And in terms of, you know, going back to how you give back, there are some causes close to your heart. I know you really wanted to talk about the Resolve campaign, so tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm a part of a campaign right now that I've been a part of for about a year now. It's called Resolve, and it's about 9 different agencies in Calgary coming together to try to eradicate homelessness in Calgary. We come from this incredibly well-off city, and we want to raise awareness. I'm really particularly involved in the Aboriginal homeless part of it. And Indigenous people make up 3% of Calgary, and yet we are represented as over 20% of homeless in Calgary. So I think that's something that Calgarians, we are all working towards solutions of trying to find ways. We've got a 10-year plan trying to eradicate homelessness in Calgary. So,
well, it's inspiring to follow all that you do and all the ways that you give back. And I know we'll be inspired by watching you on the red carpet Sunday night. You wanted to make mention before we let you go of the designer that you're going to be wearing.
Thanks, Tara. Yeah, normally I go with an Aboriginal designer all the time, and this time I really wanted to represent Calgary, so I've chosen a beautiful young designer by the name of Mackenzie Jones. It will be on the red carpet, and it's a really sexy dress, and I'm really nervous, but I think I can pull it off.
All right, word of advice, double-sided tape. I know you're going to look amazing, Michelle. We will be looking out for you, and we will be rooting for you, and excited that Blackstone will be coming back for a 4th season. So,
thank you.
Congratulations. Come back and see us when you win.